Okay, I'm here with Ricky Kalman, everyone. Welcome to Idiot Podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. I'm so excited. I found you from Emma Chamberlain.
Awesome.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Emma's a rock star. Also, I mean, I think that hypnosis itself and mindset is not just a buzzword anymore.
No.
And more people are going, wait a minute, this is really credible. Let's pay attention.
It's really credible because we all thought, okay, so, well, real quick. So Ricky Kalman is a mindset expert, motivational speaker, and author of the book, Leverage Your Mindset, Overcoming Limiting Beliefs and Amplify Your Life. Overcome limiting beliefs. I messed it up.
It's quite all right. Keep going. It sounds so awesome.
Okay, cool. He's also the creator of the growth mindset and meditation app titled Ricky Kalman. So tell me about the app.
The app is really an extension of the book, an extension of me.
Okay.
Because it's interesting. Back, many years ago when my first self-care programs, and I'll call them self-care, not self-help, they were like cassettes and CDs and everything else, and then the medium changed and we went to downloads. And when I wrote the book, I realized I didn't want to just write a book that somebody would just take and then go home and there was no connection to the readers. I thought, well, why don't we engage all the programs I've had all these years into an app?
I love that.
And I had never done an app before and had no idea what to do. So I literally started sketching it out. And so in essence, the short story is the app is basically having a mindset coach, me at the palm of your hands.
That's so cool.
Listen, we're all going to have issues sometimes.
Except for me, we all have issues.
Except for you. Yes.
I'm perfect.
See, you are hypnotized right now.
And modest.
I like it.
No, I'm You'll learn that within 10 minutes.
We're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah. But wait, so I'm assuming there's really helpful tools on the app that I can use every day. I would know if I downloaded it because you sent it to me to download.
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
I said, hey, we've had this great conversation. I'm like, oh yeah, no, she's not gonna do it.
Oh my God, did you know that?
Of course.
Really?
No, but I bet you do by the time this interview is over.
You bet I will.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to stop talking until you download it.
You're like, because I'm not going to leave your house.
Exactly. Oh, I already moved in. Didn't you know?
You moved in?
No. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. You're changing lives, okay? You change the way people live and work and think.
That's right.
I love that. Okay, this is great. You've got good purpose. So did you always know you wanted to do that, to change people's lives?
I grew up in the entertainment business. A young kid. Growing up doing magic shows, saw a hypnotist, blown away by what I was watching, figured it had to be rigged, had to be fake.
Yeah.
People were like coerced or told what to do.
Yeah.
I soon learned it was nothing like that. I wanted to take hypnosis and do the opposite of what people thought.
Okay.
Get rid of the swinging watch, get rid of the weird mystical look. Yeah, of course. I mean, the first thing you think of when you think of a hypnotist, you're like, don't look me in the eyes, I'm gonna make you do something. Not true.
Okay.
And then once I started doing the show, I started realizing people were coming up to me and going, hey, that's so cool. How does this work? So then I'm teaching people on a regular basis the simplicity of what it is.
Okay.
And then I started getting this great feeling of, the show of entertainment has purpose to educate people to be a better version of themselves.
Yes.
Boom.
I love that.
So long answer, short question. I love what I do.
Whoa. And I love how it just kind of like fell in your lap. Like, is that God? Was it meant to be? Like that the fact that you saw a magician and you watched and he said to you,
come see this hypnosis show, and I went and saw it. But think about what you do. Like, how many times have you done something in life? And we've done things we failed. And then we've either said, well, we're going to try it again because I really have passion for it. You go, nope, I'm giving up. But we shouldn't give up sometimes. If we really do like something and we get some fulfillment out of it, shouldn't we just push ourselves a little bit harder?
Absolutely.
In which we do, and then you become successful.
Yeah.
And then you take it to the next level. I mean, doesn't it feel good when you actually look at your brand and you realize what you've done in your career?
Yeah, yes. And I feel like I don't do that enough. I can be hard on myself. Like I should be doing more and I should, and I need to like sit back and watch myself.
But you're your own boss, right?
Yeah. And I can't fire myself. I've tried.
No, you're employee of the month every month.
Yeah.
Right? You got the best parking spot.
I do. Yeah.
So, yeah, you're going to be hard on yourself.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Wait, so okay, how did you train to do hypnosis? Like, what is the process of that?
I used to joke it was like a bubblegum, rapper that taught me how to do it. No,
And wait,
I
can
actually,
you explain what hypnosis is too
absolutely.
for people? Yeah.
Best, easiest example is this. Have you ever driven your car 20 or 30 miles
Yes.
and you just blink and you can't remember how far you just went?
Yeah, all the time.
You miss your exit, or you end up at a different location based on what you were thinking about. We've all done it.
Yeah.
It's called highway hypnosis. Driving's a learned experience. I mean, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and then you become really good at it where you
Yeah.
can multitask and do other things, and that's even with your brain. So you're not asleep, you're not unconscious, you're just really focused on something, right? And your
Yes.
mind's still kind of guiding you unconsciously.
Yes.
So think of hypnosis as this guided, focused thought. And the best way to say it's the focus of effort to influence an outcome. So you are focusing all your effort to distract yourself from everything else in the world. And that's the most important thing at that moment. So you're not asleep. You see people slumped over, their eyes are closed. That's just a state of it. But there is being awake and eyes open to be hypnotized.
Okay.
In a relationship, in a conversation, going to a movie and becoming so engrossed that you forget about your emails or what you have to do later, right?
Yeah.
That's a form of hypnosis.
Okay, and why do people use hypnosis?
You can use it for everything from relaxation to stress to anxiety.
What about addiction?
Yes.
Okay, because that's I feel like that's contentious because some hypnotists believe like you can become like a normal drinker after doing hypnosis. What are your feelings on that?
It's a great question, but everybody's different,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm not denying there's a chemical reaction when you're doing anything when it's addiction. Now
Yeah.
we're talking about addiction of, being an OCD or chemicals or whatever. It's a process. Everything's a process. So if you have an addiction, you did something enough over and over again.
Yeah.
And let's face it, you become really good at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Who put
I
that
was
addiction
great
there?
at it. Huh?
Who put that there in the first place?
Who put the addiction there?
Right.
Well, I think that addiction, especially to like alcohol or drugs, there's a genetic component to it. So like I would say like addiction runs in my family. So I have a lot of family members who can't drink or use normally or like in moderation. So the cure for us is like total abstinence. So like I've been sober for 12 years because if I try and have one, it often releases an obsession and I want 10 more and then yeah. So,
And that works for you.
yes, but
Okay.
it's like, but some, I know like some hypnotherapists say like the 12-step programs where you identify like, I'm Laura and I'm an alcoholic. Like I'm affirming that I'm an alcoholic twice a week. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Is that...
I think everybody is different.
Yeah.
And I think when you realize, and you just said it
Yeah.
in a way that it was very eloquent, this works for me.
Yeah.
This is what I have to do.
Yes, yeah.
You also hold the remote control. You can turn the volume up. You can pause your life. You can rewind if you want to think, step back and realize what's going on around you and make changes or not. And going back to the question I asked you is, who put the addiction there? It was you, right?
Yes.
Nobody
Yes.
forced it on you. Nobody,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm being
I took
theoretical here, but
yes.
I mean, listen, brushing your teeth is, you can consider, and don't get me wrong, it's
Yeah.
not associating the same, but
Like addiction is a disease, I believe, but I activated it.
okay.
Yeah.
So if you put it there, can you take it out? And I believe everybody has. Now, everybody's ability to do that's going to be different.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
need more help. They need more different types of therapy, and they need different coaches to get them through that. And yeah, I mean, I've talked to people that are recovering alcoholics, drug addicts, and
Yeah.
I am always, and they'll say, I'm always going to be a drug addict. It's staying, in that zone of not actually having it. There are people that I've met that say, not part of my life, don't really care,
Yeah.
not going to be affected, don't have to think about it anymore. I just don't do it.
Yeah.
We're all different. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what makes us unique.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So,
But I will say this. Let me go back to it, just I don't want to mislead people.
Okay.
Don't think hypnosis or anybody, is going to make you not drink or make you sober. So it has to come within you. And if you talk to, that's the whole key. It's using a hypnotist as a catalyst or a coach. That's one thing. But saying, hey, make me quit smoking. Hey, make me stop drinking. Well, there's some vocabulary there we got to change.
yeah.
Nobody can make the individual. The individual has to make that.
Yeah.
hard step.
We have to be willing. We have to
Absolutely.
want it.
So, yeah. And hypnosis can be a very powerful tool of helping somebody relax when anxiety kicks in, fear kicks in, doubt comes in the room, preconceived outcomes that haven't even happened yet rule our world, and we make decisions based on that. It can help you focus your effort again, like I said, to influence the outcome that you're desiring.
Can you hypnotize yourself? Can I hypnotize myself?
Laura, that's a fantastic question.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis.
Really?
So do I have any magical powers to snap my fingers and put you in a state? Absolutely not.
So I don't need to read your book. I'm just kidding.
Well, thanks a lot. See you. Bye.
No, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to read your book. I'm excited.
You should be.
I am.
It's change. But going back to your question.
Everyone can hypnotize.
I believe all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I'm not hypnotizing anybody. My biggest, okay, here I'm going to reveal it right now. We've only started this podcast. All right, strap in. Here it is.
Okay.
The biggest secret of all. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm strapping in.
I want you to think about this.
Strapping in.
If every thought, like you get up in the morning,
Yes.
what do you say to yourself? Like, do you say, I'm going to have a great day, or this is going to be crap?
So I'm
asking you, because I don't know you.
Yes.
We're just getting to know each other.
We're just getting
this
to know
is a relationship.
Yes.
All right, so let me get to know you a little bit.
So like 10 years ago, it was like, this is going to be like, I had such a scarcity mindset, very fear-driven. I would say I was crippled by fear a lot of the time. I'm big now into meditation and affirmations, kind of obsessively. So, because I realized my life, I hit this really low point in my life years ago where I didn't care if I woke up in the morning, and I was in this perpetual state of anxiety and depression, and I felt like I was never going to achieve my goals, and I was addicted to things, and it was just
spiraling, and you're feeding the fuel.
Yes,
right?
and then I hit a bottom, and I had this moment of clarity that life was meant to be more than this. And so that's when I put down drugs and alcohol, and then I started to change my mindset. So I was like, how do I do that? I found all these cheesy guided meditations on YouTube.
Nothing wrong with
that.
And
I freaking listened every morning, every night. Dare I say I became addicted to them. I started doing them obsessively and using my addictive nature for good.
Right.
So I put down the vodka and picked up the kale juice and started affirming.
There's a song there.
There's a song there. Write it down. I'm actually going to write that song.
I know you
are. But so I became obsessive around doing affirmations. So to answer your question, now I do say today is going to be a great day. Today is going to be a great day. Even if I've had 3 hours of sleep because my toddler woke me up at 2 and 4 and 6, I still say today is going to be a great day. I'm affirming that, and it tends to work.
Okay, so can we dive into what you just said?
Yes.
All right, couple things you've said. You still do it. You're addicted to it.
Yes.
Because why? You know it has an effect on you.
It works. It feels good.
Nothing happens overnight. But when you become really good at something, whether it's the bad habit or the good habit, that rules your world. And I guarantee you, when you continually use those affirmations, and don't dismiss the simplicity of an affirmation or a thought of direction.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, when something bad or something frustrating happens, because of the direction that you reset your mindset, and you are hypnotizing yourself with that, you reset the tone when something negative happens, and you go, it's okay. It's all going to work out. It could have been worse.
Yes.
Right? Because the way your brain, you've been retraining your brain every single day.
Yes.
And I guarantee you, as a mom, you will instill that quality in your child.
In my kids, yeah.
I mean, it literally changes everything. Because aren't we kind of a creature of our parents in some ways?
Oh, definitely.
We repeat, the older we get, And now that we have kids,
Yes.
we're saying things our parents said.
Oh, big time. Oh, huge.
Things that we like rejected when we were in our teens and we thought we knew everything.
Well, one of the things, you know, in my family, working class, and we struggled a bit financially, and it was just like we didn't have enough, you know, and that was the mindset that I took when I moved out here. Was like, I was always broke, and I never felt like I could make money. And then one day I was like sick of being broke, and I would always say this, and I was always affirm, all I need is enough money to pay my rent and eat food, and that's it. That's all I need. And I would just affirm that every day.
So what happens to the brain at this point? You keep saying that.
Yeah.
And once you get it, you kind of stop.
Literally.
Right?
Yes.
You literally stop trying because, you already fulfilled your thought process. And yet at the same time, if you say something like, it's going to be a bad day, it's going to be a bad day, and something bad happens, you actually say to yourself, see, I told you so.
See, I know.
And now you win to fail based on your belief.
Whoa. So it's like, why do people do that? That's the question.
Well, I mean,
it feels so self-destructive and silly.
Well, it's a great question, but I think we don't know. You know, people get comfortable with the status quo. They get you already kind of touched on it. You were fearful
Yes.
of failing or doing something, and so you created a preconceived outcome or a belief in something. And I don't want to say it's manifested, but you worked really hard at fulfilling basically what you were thinking about.
Why don't you want to say it's manifested?
I think it's deeper than that, though, because your mind works based on the last message you send it.
My mind works
Yeah, think about it.
based on the last message.
When
I
you
sent
came
it.
in to record today, right before you walked in the door,
Yeah.
how did you feel about walking in? Honestly, what was going through your mind?
Right before I walked
in the door,
in?
yeah. Excited, interested, bored, frustrated,
All
present,
of it.
you know.
All of those things.
Okay, well, whatever you think about, listen, that kind of rules your world. So is it manifested, or it just basically takes it and fuels the fire based on your belief?
I'll be honest with you. So when I was putting my lipstick on before I walked in here, I had this thought of like, oh God, am I prepared enough? Oh no, this is going to be a show. No, it's not. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun. I'm going to be present. I'm going to learn something new. We're going to help the viewers learn something new. This is going to be awesome. So that's what happened.
See?
I still have that voice in me that goes, this is going to be a show. You're underprepared. You're a idiot. And then I go, no, you're not. You're amazing. You're smart. And like, so I still wrestle, but I've learned to catch that devil, that bad voice, and then replace it with the good. And I would say that the good at this point outweighs the bad.
Okay, so you brought it all full circle. Here's the big secret. Then who is the most powerful hypnotist in the world?
Me!
I mean, yeah. I mean, think about it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I know.
In the world?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop.
To yourself, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
not to everyone?
No. Yeah. Did we just cut this to like a 5-minute show now?
Yes.
No, that's
it's
it.
over.
We're done.
We're done. We're done.
But you also gave a great example. Something walked in the room, frustration, uncertainty.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And so you acknowledged it, put it in the corner, gave it a timeout, and said, I know you're there. You're in my thoughts.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up, but you're not invited in the room. You can sit and watch, but that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah, because I realize it's really exciting when you realize that you have the power to choose a different thought. I don't have to keep going with that narrative. Like, I can choose a different thought, even if I don't fully believe it. Like the other night, I was laying there as my kid was going to sleep, and I used that time to like meditate. And all of a sudden, I realized I was like painting out worst case scenarios. I was thinking of all the things that could go wrong. And then I clocked it and went, wait, why am I doing this? Why not visualize all the things that can go right? Like, why not do that? That's much more fun.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So give us some tools that we could do every day to...
you've kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean, you already...
Because I'm the best hypnotist in the world. That's why.
To yourself.
To everyone.
You said you set time for meditation.
Yeah.
You relax.
Okay.
You bring on clarity. That's really important.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people forget to do that. They dismiss it as though they'll get to it on the weekend.
Yeah.
And do we ever really do it on the
No.
weekend? No,
No.
something else comes up.
Yeah.
So I think the starting point right now, and you have you're a perfect example. You have a voice. You have people that watch and listen to you.
Yeah.
They'll follow your success. When you're successful at something, people want to know what you're doing, right? I mean, you see somebody at the grocery store that's successful, you'll go out of the way to go talk to them.
Yeah.
But the people that fail, you'll avoid and say you're on the phone and grab a phone and act like you're on the phone. So in essence, I think the key is you just shared, set time for yourself.
Yeah.
And don't, even if you don't even, never tried meditation or relaxation, breathing exercises, just sit down and just stop what you're doing.
Yeah.
Slow down, redirect and reset.
I love that. I have a question for you. Do you want to answer it?
Don't know the question yet,
Okay.
so I'll let you know after you ask me.
Okay. Well, I was telling you on the phone that I'm struggling with motivation right now.
Yeah, that wasn't me on the phone.
It wasn't?
No, it
Wait a
wasn't.
minute.
Alter ego.
God,
Yeah, it was the other
so many.
hypnotist. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
But yeah, so I feel like I was at this low point in my life, like I expressed, and then I turned things around.
Right.
And my big goal, my big dream was to make millions of people laugh around the world and make a living doing it. It was like, as a kid, I was a clown, and it was the thing I loved doing most. I always joke it's my only skill, and I kind of believe that actually. But I think you just need one thing to be good at, and you're fine.
You're okay.
But anyway, so I kind of achieved that. Like, I have a big following online where I can make funny content and make people laugh and bring them joy, and that's all I really wanted.
Right.
And so it's like I achieved that stuff, and then now I struggle years later to keep the motivation going. I kind of have these thoughts that come in going like, oh, you've already done it. Like, just nobody cares, I don't know. This just kind of negative mindset. I'm struggling to be motivated. I don't have that fire under me like I did when I was new and broke and hungry and just filming wherever. I would be at a restaurant and I would just ask the waiter to be in a sketch and just start filming wherever I was. I would just be making content because I had such a fire under me, and now I struggle.
Well,
help me.
We don't have enough time.
Okay.
But you just said I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So
With motivation.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've identified the problem.
Yes.
What's the solution?
Hypnotize me.
Or is it
Hypnotize me.
you've already identified the problem?
Cure me.
Again, we don't have all the time in the world. But you got to cure yourself. Yeah. So
that's why I invited you here. Literally.
Seriously? These cameras don't even work? They're not even on, aren't
They're
they?
not
These
even
guys
real.
aren't even, the whole crew here is not even with you, right?
Yeah, these are like my 4-year-old's toy cameras.
Yeah,
These are
exactly.
not, this is not real. I
Are
need
you
your
guys the
help.
babysitters?
Yes. They're my babysitters
So,
for me because
instead
I'm
of-
a child and I need help.
Instead of asking me to cure you or figure it out, you got to dive deeper in.
Okay.
So yeah, sure, read the book. It'll walk
All
you
right.
through the process. Download the app because I'm going to walk you through this whole process.
Okay.
But let's. I mean, I'm not here to pitch that. I mean, if you want to use it, that's awesome.
Okay.
But you already know the power that you have.
Yes.
And everybody does. So even if your listeners out there, I mean, this is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Set the time to figure out. You've already identified the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So don't repeat saying the problem.
Ooh. Don't repeat it.
Right. You've already identified it, right?
Yes.
I mean, if somebody
don't
came,
affirm that narrative.
right.
Okay.
Because then you fuel that whole philosophy. Well, think about it. If you've just told me this,
Yeah.
all right, how many other people have you told?
Everyone I know.
Okay. So right now, everybody knows your one most important thing,
Whoa.
that you're frustrated
Yeah.
or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
Okay?
frustrated, unmotivated, I procrastinate. These are like horrible things. They're not, I shouldn't judge them, but they're just things I've been struggling with
Okay,
recently.
so let me ask you, if you continually say
I'm
the
not gonna
same
say
thing
it.
over and over again, what do you think your mind is working to do?
Procrastinate and do nothing,
There you go. Okay.
eat chips.
Send you the
in
bill.
bed.
I'm done.
2 minutes.
That was it. But instead of repeating it, okay, repeat it one time or say it one time.
I love that. That's a great tool.
Stop saying the same thing.
That is a great tool.
But
Because I think people love to talk about their problems with their friends, their family.
yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so whatever. And they just affirm it over and over and just.
Right. And what do? They verbally vomit all over you. They walk away. You're like, good to see you.
Yes.
Yeah, now you feel like you're just holding their,
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you already know what's going on, try to figure out what you should be doing to fuel the fire in a different direction. Going back to the most powerful hypnotist in the world.
Me! Okay. So how do I do that?
I can't focus when you do that.
Okay, but
Is that seriously? How do you? Is that normal?
me?
Yeah.
What do you mean? No.
No, you just brought that in for today.
Yeah, I've
it.
not ever done that before. Have
Yeah?
I, Chris?
Chris?
No, not that I remember.
Me? Okay. All right.
All right, so that's one
Should I
thing.
do that more?
Do this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just kidding. You do it. You do you.
Okay.
If it's working for you,
Okay.
that's fine.
This podcast is called Idiot.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Oh, really? No, I did not.
Yeah, that's the name of this.
Yeah,
but it's me.
I'm with
it's
you on
me.
that. Yeah, I
It's
know.
not
And
you.
that's not it. That wasn't it. No, it was a much high pitched.
Okay.
It was more.
Me.
Yeah, in the face. Okay, yeah.
So don't repeat the self-limiting belief.
Right.
Say it once. Zip it. Don't say it again.
But don't you? We all
Is
know
that-
people that like to dump it. They dump it out.
They love to dump it out.
Right. They love to dump their stuff.
No,
and
I
it
know.
makes them. I don't know. Do you think it makes? And I can't answer this question because everybody's different.
Yeah.
There are people that they feel like the first thing they have to tell you is everything going on wrong in the
Yes.
world, or with them, or the issues they're having, and you're just. Yeah, and you're just sitting there, and then they walk away, and
And you
that's
feel
it.
depleted
Yeah.
and sad
Again, you're holding onto whatever they just verbally vomited
onto
on
all
you.
their vomit,
Right.
verbal vomit,
Just
all
out.
over you,
Yeah.
just soaked in it. Yeah.
It's very hard to focus when you're throwing it right back at me.
But okay, so.
All right.
So yeah, we all know that person, that pessimist. I had a friend like that in high
I'm
school.
envisioning you later in front of your mirror. Look at this pile of verbal vomit. Seriously, I think that you, by yourself, nobody's around.
Yeah.
You're going to go through that metaphoric,
I
example.
am every day.
Yeah. You're going to be calling me up, sending me pictures of the verbal vomit.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you should.
Yeah.
It might be good for both of us.
But so what do we do, like, to not be the verbal vomit person?
Don't be the catcher.
Don't be the catcher.
Yeah,
okay.
of that verbal vomit. I would have, people are going, here's the thing. There's a lot of things we cannot control.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot control what I say to you, right?
Yeah,
But you can control how you perceive and react to it.
because I'm the best hypnotist in the world.
Boom. And, wait, come on, I set you up.
Oh, me.
Okay. All right. Tagline now. So, in essence, though, instead of reacting to their frustration, acknowledge that they're doing it, and maybe that it teaches you to not verbally vomit on other people or yourself.
Yeah.
Like being negative or assuming that you don't have any more motivation or creativity or direction.
Don't
'Cause
say that anymore. Don't affirm that. That's
right,
what
we
you-
say something enough, we affirm it. We believe
Right.
it, we achieve it.
So then what do I do?
Oh, man.
What do I do?
What do you do? So, like, give me an
Ricky?
example. Like, what do you want to do? You want to be more successful, right?
Well, here's the thing, because my definition of success has changed.
Well, it's going to change every single day.
Yeah,
Right?
it's changed.
Maybe your definition of success is just being happy.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's
so,
a quiet mind and a loving heart, but also a lot of money. No. Not necessarily. Like, I don't care about a lot of money, but I want to make sure that I'm my income stays consistent and good for my kids so I
Okay.
can have financial security.
Right.
So there's an element of that. It's not the driving force by any means, but there's an element of that. And then also I want to be creatively fulfilled, and I also believe that I'm happiest when I'm of service. So when I'm using my gifts to serve. So when I'm thinking about like what I can get, I'm often kind of miserable because I'm thinking about do, re, mi, me, 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 me. And like, that's kind of miserable, you know? And then I'm like anxious but when I'm thinking about what I can give, it's more fulfilling. So I'm like, okay, what am I good at? Like I can inspire and entertain people through my comedy, my vulnerability, my honesty. And so I want to do that on a big scale, but it's just, I'm not going to say it anymore. I was going to say something that I said before, but I'm not going to say that anymore because I am motivated.
You're motivated by the success of your platform. And when people reward you for and keep applause, listen, what is an applause? Applause is, right, but what is it really? It's a recognition of good work.
It's a recognition of good work, yeah.
Right? I mean, when you're on stage, there's nothing like a laugh that you created from somebody else.
Okay.
Or somebody saying, you know what, you made a difference.
Yeah.
I watched your videos.
Yeah.
It made my day.
Yeah.
You know, it made me laugh.
That feels good because it feels like I'm doing good.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you do good work, okay, yes, your money is going to grow. Let's face it. More people want to be around you, and you know, you're going to build your brand.
Yeah.
But again, though, you have that power within yourself, don't you? I mean, you hypnotize yourself on a daily basis.
Yeah, but why do you think? Because when I told you this before, that the old me was unmotivated and procrastinated. The old that was not. I don't identify with her anymore.
I mean, she can come over, but just sit away.
Sit in the corner.
Yeah.
Sit in the corner. Sit. Roll over. Sit. Okay. But when I was telling you that, you were like, oh my God, I've heard that so many times. Like
You're not alone.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people watching this right now and going, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
So
where
what do
Laura's
we
coming
do?
from.
What do I do?
Identify more solutions. You already identified the problem.
Okay.
So, all right, let's go back to it. You understand meditation, it's a form of hypnosis, or maybe hypnosis is a form of meditation. So I think it's important that you set a routine, and that routine starts with whether it's breathing, relaxing, or just focusing on your thoughts.
Or a pissed off toddler.
There you go.
That's how I start my morning.
There you go.
Okay.
And you can let that rule your world, right? Or you can choose not to.
Yeah. But okay, so sorry I interrupted you. So you were saying start with a routine.
So, okay, we'll keep going back to the grocery store, but let me ask you, when you go to a grocery store, how often are you a list person? Do you ever make a list?
No.
Have you ever made a list?
Yes.
Okay, so if you've ever made a list before to go to the grocery store, I'm sure that at one point you probably forgot your list.
Yeah.
Right? But don't you think if you already wrote your list, you will stand at the store trying to visualize what you wrote?
Yeah.
Okay. So studies have shown that most people that actually make out the list don't need the list when they go to the store because they've already made a visual contract with themselves on a piece of paper versus just randomly window shopping and figuring out what do I feel like today.
And then you're just like picking
buying
stuff
stuff
off. Oh, this looks good. Let me try it.
Right. So if you know what you want because you wrote it down, that becomes kind of new software.
Love that.
Why aren't you doing that on a regular basis? So I would say to you, Laura, let's figure out what you want, what you need to do. Let's create a list.
Create a list.
All right? Because if you write the list, you're more apt to actually making those things happen versus randomly window shopping and buying things you don't need.
Yeah. I love that. That's simple. It's a simple tool.
Your mind starts to work on it.
Make a list.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a list. Meditate. How long should we be meditating each day?
That's up to you. That's up to you.
It's up to me.
Yeah. I mean, again, who's commander in chief?
Me.
Yeah. Who's the most powerful hypnotist in the world?
Me!
So go through that process. Go through that state of awareness and figure out what's best for you. So you mentioned to me, hey, I'm already into this stuff. I already, I meditate. Okay.
Affirm.
So every time
visualize.
every time you've done it, don't you look forward to it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Isn't your time out?
Yeah.
So you're investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Right?
I like to affirm in the shower. Do you ever do that?
Do I ever do that?
Yeah.
I affirm every day.
Do you?
Sure.
So do you hypnotize yourself?
Who's the most powerful hypnotist in the world?
Me!
Yeah, ourselves. Chris's earbuds are probably like exploding right now.
He's so mad at me.
I know.
Okay, but so other tools. So okay, we got meditation.
Meditation, you got a
list.
script. And so when you're in this and by the way, you can be a novice here. You can be just somebody just going, okay, I'm going to try this out. Think about if you are in a relaxed state, you're clear from all distractions, you're present, meaning your mind's not thinking about emails or Instagram or whatever you got going on that day or to-dos for somebody else. You're present with yourself. And isn't it fair if when you're in this relaxed state, if you're repeating your direction, your solutions, your software, your affirmations, your mind starts to visualize making those things a reality.
Yes.
I mean, if they're really appealing, like wealth and happiness, it brings on a feeling, an emotion, right?
Definitely. And
so does the negativity. Brings on an emotion.
Yes.
So you don't have to close your eyes and meditate right now to have an effect on it. Let me ask you this. If we stopped right now and I said, I got to go, I got dinner plans.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Which I probably will.
Yeah,
How do you think the rest of your day would go? If I stopped right now, if we stopped this conversation, if I said, hey, it was great, but I got to go now, what do you think the rest of your day would be like?
Like if you were like, screw you, Laura, you suck.
Okay, I didn't say that.
And then you walked out.
I didn't say that. Get back here.
And then, or if you were like, suck it, Laura, and then walked out. Like,
that's totally different.
Not in like that. Okay.
All right. So So I go, hey, let me rephrase that for you, okay? Because maybe I gave you, this thought that I want a pizza more than I want to talk to you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Hey, it was great to talk with you today.
Oh, cool. So it went well.
It went really well. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I was fascinating. You were okay. So listen.
Yeah.
What if I left?
Okay.
But forget the okay I just gave you. What if I said, you know what? You're a really smart person.
Okay.
You got this.
Thank you.
I think you're creative, imaginative, motivating, and you're going to do amazing things. Mm-hmm. And by the way, thank you for being the voice of so many people to listen. Okay, now that I leave, how's your day?
Honestly, feel real good.
No kidding aside, no BS.
No BS.
I'm asking you really to be honest with yourself right now.
Yeah.
How do you think you would physically be if I left, I walked out the room? What are you going to say about me what's going to go through your mind when I leave?
I'm going to feel fulfilled, like I did something that could help people and that helped me. I think I'll feel good and positive, and I always feel happy on like filming days when I'm doing something I feel I'm good at that's maybe affecting other people positively. It's fun and creative. Okay. I think I'll feel good and content.
All right. So think about all the people watching right now.
Yeah.
Think about when you are rewarded for something you do, or somebody thanks you, or you made a difference in someone's life. Because we all have a chance to do that every single day. Yeah. We have a chance to make a difference in our lives and everybody we interact with. Now, that's because we had a conversation that resonated with you and was intriguing to you. Yeah. And maybe you got something out of it. Yeah. Your eyes weren't closed, were you? No. You weren't in a meditated, hypnotic trance. You didn't look like you were a puppet, in a sideshow. No. So do you have to have your eyes closed to be hypnotized?
So you would say what we're doing now is a form of hypnosis?
Sure. Why not? Now, if I brought on negativity, disbelief, condescending conversation to you, made you feel belittled and arrogant, and I walked away, how do you think you'd feel? Or if I walked away and said, this is worthless, I don't want to be here, you're a joke, whatever, this is a waste of my time, how would you feel when I left?
I'd feel sad. And I don't know. I'd probably talk a lot of about you with Chris and Eric.
All right, but we haven't done that, so that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
And we've been guiding a conversation of self-care.
Are both hypnosis, like, are you, if something went negatively, is that a form too? Is it,
Why not?
because to define hypnosis is to what? It's reprogramming your subconscious mind. Is that what that is?
Continuous use of hypnosis would be considered a way of reprogramming. And by the way, you don't even have to call it hypnosis. You could just call it conditioning.
Conditioning.
Right. I mean, think about it, because maybe to some people, like, ooh, hypnosis, that sounds a little mind controlling.
Yeah.
You're going to get in my head and you're going to move things around and I don't want you to unlock that box.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have to blow my nose.
Okay. Well, at least you didn't ask me.
Can you just wait here while I blow my nose?
All right.
I would appreciate it if you just look into the camera while I do.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, make a list. Oh, lead. Go ahead.
No.
Blow my mind. Change my life.
Where were we? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So we were talking about the whole idea of you don't have to have your eyes closed
Right.
to have an effect of your subconscious.
Okay.
So you have a phone. It's
Yes.
not okay. So your phone. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. All right. So normally, is this device? How far do you think it is away from you on a normal basis?
Not far.
Exactly. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We protect, we covet, we hold on to these devices like crazy. We'll put a case on it. Wow, you need a new case.
I know.
Anyway.
My phone.
Exactly.
Get a close-up of that.
Yeah. Business,
my life
business is good.
I was going to say my life is unmanageable, but I'm not going to say that.
No, see? All right.
That's really
So
disturbing.
the analogy is this. We would do everything to protect that device. That's a hard drive. That's software driven. We want to update it on a regular basis because we want it to be work the best possible way. That space between your ears is also a hard drive. The question is, how often do you update that space?
Okay. You asking me?
Well, yeah, I'm asking you how often do you, and you do, because you already told me, you meditate, you focus, you affirm what you're going to do. Even when doubt walks in, you actually, give it the karate chop. Yeah.
That's what I do to doubt.
Do you?
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
Really?
You know what, Chris? Put a camera on her when she's not actually paying attention. You know?
I kick her in the crotch.
Why not? Do you think athletes say to themselves, winning athletes will actually say, I'm weak, I'm going to lose? No. They have that mentality of mental conditioning of what they think. Who do you admire? I mean, I'm asking you, who do you really admire? Come on, share.
Okay, I would say,
Who do you think is successful? Are you into singers? Are you in, tell me somebody that you really admire. Whether you're somebody you know. Here's what you want again.
No, it's not
Maybe
you.
I should put you under.
No, it's Al.
Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hypnotize you.
Okay.
We're going to go get some coffee. We'll come back and snap you out of it.
I would love coffee. It's because I just ate, when you just eat and then after you eat, you're a little, not always, but sometimes.
Yes, or is that something we manifest?
Right, yeah.
It's like people, I had some turkey, I had all that tryptophan, and all. Like, do you know how much you have to eat to have that really major effect on you?
So it's a mental.
Is it?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Just
is
talking.
It?
We're in this
Is it?
together. I think so. Right?
You're the mindset coach. I'm the idiot.
No,
so
I'm
is
not.
it?
You cornered me at Walgreens and said play the role.
Dude
That's not even
from
my
Walgreens.
book. No.
That's not his book. I met him at Walgreens. He said he was a hypnotist and mindset coach, but really he's homeless. And
sorry, that's not even a joking matter, but you're making me laugh.
Wait.
Actually, here's what I said. I called somebody on my team, and we had a phone call. Actually, this is a really funny phone call.
Okay.
I have to tell you, did you hear my dog barking?
No, I didn't.
My dog was, I was at home. My dog was following all around the house. I could not get some privacy. I had to have our conversation in the garage.
Okay.
I thought that was so
That is
funny.
funny.
I mean, I'm literally running away throughout the entire house, and she is following me everywhere, everywhere I go, and just like started barking.
I would have
I'm
never
like,
known that
seriously?
you were in your garage.
I was, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Either that or a really big bathroom because of the echo.
Oh yeah, I did notice a little echo.
Okay.
I just assumed you were
I don't know where we're going with this.
on the toilet. The whole conversation.
That would have been funny.
Hi, Laura. I'm looking forward to it.
Flush.
Yeah, flush.
No, but what I was saying is that I think after the phone call, I go, okay, this will be fun. You know, it's having this conversation. You've already acknowledged that you were an addict, or
Yeah, I guess how I define now is a recovering
you're
alcoholic addict.
it's a constant reminder, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to tell yourself, I got this?
No, at this point, I never have the desire to drink anymore. It's just like the idea of, could I ever drink like a normal person? That's what and I don't care because I'm happy in my life without it. So I'm like, why risk it? Why risk trying because what if it leads me to like some crazy relapse and I lose everything, and what is it worth it? No.
Okay. So the beauty is you're not hiding anything, you're being real.
Yeah.
And I think that becomes very appealing to people. You're not fake about it.
No.
Because you really want to help other people.
Yeah.
And you spin your comedy, your fun, and your character into everything you do.
Yeah.
And at the same time, there's a message there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
that's
think about it.
So write that down.
All right. So if you want to become more creative, more imaginative, think about your message. Think about what your purpose is. Because doesn't our purpose change every day? We don't have a crystal ball. Mine broke a long time ago. I'm still trying to find to plug mine in.
So our purpose changes.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, it does.
So it does. Okay. Because I know it does.
And that's it, right?
Oh, now you're a parent, right? What was your purpose the same? Now it's protection, it's security.
That's right.
It's comfort, it's shelter, it's food, it's direction, it's coaching, it's love and warmth.
Yes.
Okay. But at the same time, you're sharing your experiences because at the end of the day, okay, as a parent, I say this to my kids, and maybe one day they'll get it, I want you to be a better version of me.
Yes.
I want you to be more successful than me in life.
Yes.
And I'm going to set that bar as high as possible, and I want you to take it to the next level. So that purpose of what we're doing for our families, our friends, our friends, why do we have friends? Because
because we're social primates and we're not meant to be alone. We're meant to connect with other people. So I think it's natural, it's in us. And then because, I couldn't imagine doing life alone. It's also fun. I have fun and connect and laugh and listen.
So you feed off of each other.
You feed off each other.
You fuel each other's fire.
Yeah, you motivate or
you're there for each other. Exactly.
Listen, deep listening.
Right. So in essence, you're building friends every single day by doing this and making a difference in people's lives.
Are we?
Aren't you?
Friends?
Do people? Oh, you.
Oh, you're talking about it.
I
you
don't
were
know.
talking about it.
Well,
I thought you were talking about it.
Shortly.
I thought you were
No,
talking.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not talking
but
about
you know
us.
what? I will say this will probably be a friendship that will last a very long time.
Forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Start creeping him out. Forever. We're best friends.
I'm going to change my
forever
ringtone to.
Oh, me! It's me!
Would you do that for me before I leave?
Yes. And then when you're at the grocery store, your phone's gonna go off. Me! Excuse me. Hello? Hey. Hey, Ricky.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. What were we saying?
I don't know. Every time you do this, I'm like, that's it.
So,
I have to reset myself. Every time that goes into play.
But so what you were saying was redefine.
Every time I throw it to you.
Redefine my
Catch
purpose.
it.
Okay. Caught it?
All right.
Redefine my purpose.
Redefine your purpose every day. It's going to change. You want to make a difference? Make a difference to yourself first.
Shit.
And what happens? People start to notice that. And when people start to notice it, you start to make a difference in their lives. Because isn't that what you're doing now?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody even doesn't even take you seriously,
Yeah.
Like when you were texting me and I said, oh my gosh, I was watching your videos. It made me laugh.
Yeah.
I was on stage. Actually, I was backstage in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And I got your message and like, okay, I'll check out some of your videos. I'm just backstage and waiting to go on. I'm like, oh, that's freaking hysterical. Like that's really funny.
Thank you.
So that made a difference in my reality.
Whoa.
That's why you do what you do. Fair enough. You don't just do it just to put it out there
No.
and not to get the recognition.
No.
You're wanting to, whether you're helping somebody become better at what they do, or you're just entertaining people. That's your purpose.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I mean, or you just stop.
Yeah, I would say that. And then I think I did it for so long, and I felt like I don't know. I did lose the fire because I don't know. And I think too, like going through a divorce this last year and like just a lot of personal stuff, I wasn't really feeling funny, you know?
That's understandable.
Right?
I mean, do you think everybody gets up? I mean, let's face it. Nobody gets up every day and go, it's going to be a great day and life is perfect and I'm not going to have problems.
What?
You're funny.
That's why I got into comedy, because I was just sitting here and you looked at me and just started cracking up.
And you know what? Yeah, I think it works.
That's what I'm saying.
works
Like
for
I
you.
was just existing.
Yes.
And that's happened to me my whole life. I've just been existing and people are like, and I'm just like, wait, really?
Well, I'm gonna run
and
with
then
this.
I run with it and
think
it's like, oh, that's my gift.
I'm with it.
Right?
It works for you. You know?
Yeah.
When you're in your own little world, and I think that's awesome.
It's mental illness, I think, but
That's sad.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It is a little bit. But yeah.
Okay. No, you go.
Just purpose. So like redefine, because your purpose is always changing, right? So I became a mom, so my purpose changes there. And then also even in my career, it used to be to make millions of people laugh around the world and make a great living doing that.
Right.
And that's just what, it was just so clear. So I'm like, are these steps that I'm taking aligned with my purpose?
Well,
Now it's like to inspire and entertain people around the world. So it's changed a little because I feel like I know more now. I can be more vulnerable. Not
Right.
everything's a joke. Like I can be vulnerable, like talk about my addiction or divorce or whatever I'm going through to hopefully help people.
well, think about all of the people that we admire in comedy.
Yeah.
Why do you think they do what they do? You know,
Be-
do they do it because they're just doing it to stand up and talk, or they're doing it because they want to make a difference in people's lives?
Yeah.
They enjoy the gratification of making people laugh, and maybe there's entertainment with purpose.
Yeah.
So at the same
Yes.
time, we might poke fun of ourselves,
Yeah.
but we're really changing the way we think in that very moment. I mean, entertainment's one of the most powerful, things that we've had in our lives.
Whoa. Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
for hundreds and thousands of years, we entertain ourselves to escape reality.
Yeah. Yes.
And so when you have the gift of doing that, that's extremely powerful.
And everyone do you believe like everyone has something that they're like some sort of gift or thing that they should be exploring, and a lot of people deny that thing? Or like, what are your thoughts on that? And how to connect? How do you connect? Like for the people out there that feel like maybe they don't know exactly what their purpose is, like
Right.
how would you tap into that to finding your purpose?
Well, I mean, when you ask me how do I do it, I think it's up to the individual. Because we put up walls, we put up barriers, we put up obstacles, and usually that one thing is, what is that obstacle, what's that barrier, what's that wall? It's usually ourselves.
Okay, and that brings me to my next question.
Oh, we're asking questions.
I feel my first question of the
Wait,
conversation.
This is scripted now, okay.
But no, I want to know, because I feel like most people, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ricky, most people that get into the mental health field and become masters of leveraging their mindsets like you came from maybe less than perfect childhood, or like had something that happened. And you don't have to go into this if you don't want to. We can cut this bit entirely. Like you can tell me as much or as little as you want. But like,
Right.
what made you study and master your mindset?
Nobody's perfect.
Okay.
I don't believe anybody has a perfect
Yeah.
life whatsoever.
I don't think you're perfect.
No.
I'm not saying
you know
you're
my family then.
perfect.
I think that we are constantly in this evolution of understanding, though, where our mind goes if we allow it. We're all students of life. And so this has always fascinated me.
It's
And
always fascinated you?
It did, because, and I'll
Why?
go back to the show part. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Take your hands, all right, interlock, weave your fingers together, all right? Make a tight fist. Take your 2 index fingers, put them up towards the ceiling, lock the rest of your fingers. So the rest of your fingers are locked together, but separate the 2. I want about an inch space between it. Now look at me, and I want you to visualize one thing. Visualize I have a piece of string, and I'm wrapping that string around your 2 fingers. Look at your fingers get drawn together.
Okay, that's insane because I didn't do that. I'm like trying to stop it now because it feels fake, but I'm not.
Right. So
What the hell did you do?
I felt like I was on a Marvel show all of a sudden. I thought, wait, we're CGI.
That was crazy.
okay,
That
so-
was crazy.
That fascinated me because I didn't
Wait,
do anything.
how did you do that?
You did it. You did it. And the funny thing is, when I'm done, you're gonna go walk away and run up to a total stranger later and go, "Hey, come here. I gotta show you something." So that's your mind. All right, do this. Raise your right foot up off the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Turn your foot in a clockwise. Great socks. Turn
Thank
your
you.
foot in a clockwise position. So start making a clockwise circle, or make circles. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Do you need to see my
Clockwise.
foot? You can. Here. There you go.
All right, clockwise.
Can I do it up here like that? Is that better?
Clock-
How's that? How's that? Up here? Here?
Right there in the shot.
Here?
Okay.
Is that good? Up here? Here? How does that? Okay.
All right, you comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay. There was no reason for me to have you do that.
Okay.
I thought it would be funny.
Wait, oh,
No,
seriously?
it does. No, it doesn't.
There's no point to
There is
this?
purpose. No, there, keep doing
Good
it.
exercise.
Okay. Turn your foot in a clockwise position.
Can I change legs? This one's getting tired. You want my right one?
Here.
Right one?
This is really not complicated. This isn't rocket science.
Okay.
Is
Hold
it
on.
really
Okay,
that
I'm doing
hard?
it. I'm doing it.
No, do this. Do this.
I'm doing it.
No, don't
now
do
you're
the
changing
ankle.
it up?
No.
Which one is it, Ricky?
Wait a second. Hold on.
God, why are you making me do this?
Listen. Right foot. Right
is
foot.
not-
Now grab your. Make a
How-
circle.
I
Okay.
am. What do you think this is?
What is the name of this show? Oh my God. So you got, okay, right? That's your left foot.
Okay.
All right. So
You want my right one?
here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn your foot in like this way.
Okay.
Don't do the ankle.
Okay.
There you go.
You
Perfect.
just kick me.
Okay. Get over it.
Okay.
Now, keep turning your foot in a clockwise position. Take your right hand, put it up in front of you like you're holding on to a magic marker. Okay? Keep turning your foot clockwise position. Look at me. Now, draw a very large number. Draw a large number 6. Draw number 6.
It's going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I have
Why is
no
that?
idea. So,
Why is that?
by the way, we're done. You can stop. You can stop.
I need to get it right. Why is it? Oh my God. Why is that so hard?
Okay, so let's talk about that. I told you this will be fun.
Wow.
Okay, so you
Sorry,
didn't know
just
what to
a
do.
wedgie.
That's all right, fix it.
Okay.
All right. So your foot went the opposite direction because your mind was given a different task. And so what did it do? It unconsciously took over, right? You had a conflict between your left and right brain. Now, if
Well-
you sat here and continually focused on doing that number 6,
Okay.
you would do it over and over again. Could you get that to work? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to work on this. We're going to work on it,
That's really hard.
Okay, so
Hold
it
on.
was really hard at
I gotta
first.
fix this.
right?
Yeah. Why can't I do it? It's so frustrating.
Ooh, why can't you do it? Are you saying you can't do it?
I can do it.
Okay. So if you really focused, okay, even when I'm gone and the day is done,
Okay.
do you think you'll
You're not
probably-
moving in?
No, I'm not
Okay.
moving in. Yeah, but hey, this couch is, you know.
You are homeless.
If you kept doing that over and over again, don't you think you could master it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It's kind of the way our brain
I do.
works. So things that might seem hard at first are probably hard. But as you repeat the same thing over and over again, you probably change the way you think.
Okay.
And you change your programming. And you condition yourself to unconsciously do what you want to do versus the old limited beliefs that are holding you back.
Okay.
You with me?
I'm with you.
All right. So there you go.
Well.
Is that hard to do? It was
Yeah.
a little overwhelming at first. It kind of caught you off guard. Didn't know what was going to happen. You're still doing it. I mean,
Well, just give me a second.
just fill that 30 minutes up.
I did it.
With a little direction.
I did it. No.
But isn't that weird?
Can you do it?
Yeah, I've never tried. I was just throwing that on you.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was going this is clockwise.
Yeah, this is clockwise.
Yeah, because you do it all the time.
I gotta do it.
How does your mind work? That's the coolest thing. It works based on what it thinks it can do.
All right, give me another
So if
trick.
it's-
Magic trick.
Well, these aren't tricks. You're doing them. All right, here.
Give me a magic trick.
Here, now think about this. Give me an odd number, but really focus on
Okay.
this. And we don't know if this is going to work or not.
All right.
Give me an odd number. Excuse me.
7.
All right, I'm not done.
Okay.
Think of an odd number. Don't say it.
Okay.
Think of an odd number, a 2-digit odd number.
Mm-hmm.
Both digits are odd, but not the same.
Okay.
Okay? Now, think about it again. Don't change your mind. Odd number, both digits are odd, but not the same.
Okay.
Chris, same thing. You got one?
Oh.
Don't say it. Eric? It's Eric, right? All right. Big talker. You got a number? All right. Both digits are odd, not. In fact, let's narrow it down. An odd number, 1 to 50.
Okay.
An odd number, 1 to 50. Both digits are odd and not the same. Now, got it? Mm-hmm. All right. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Of the 3 of you, how many of you are thinking of 37? What, Chris?
37.
Eric?
11.
11. Both digits are odd, but not the same. Nice try.
13.
13. So odds
But you
are,
got 37.
odds are most people are going to go with the 37 because that's the way our brain works. A lot of people start with the 1, okay? But you probably did because you had headphones on and weren't listening. So that's the way our brain works.
Whoa.
All right, let's try another one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to shoot me an answer.
Okay.
Okay? 2 plus 2.
4.
5 minus 3.
2.
Okay? 7 plus 1.
8.
Okay, you get the gist. It's simple questions.
Don't get any harder than
Okay,
that.
now I'm going to ask you the same questions,
Please.
but say them to
I don't want to be
yourself.
publicly humiliated.
All right? I'm going to ask you the same question,
Okay.
but don't say it out loud.
Okay.
Okay? 6 minus 4. 8 plus 2.
Okay.
Okay? 5 plus 2.
Okay.
You got it? Now, think of a color and a tool.
Wait, I'm still thinking about the past numbers. Should I let those go?
Yeah, let them go.
I
think
was
of
trying to remember them.
think of a color and a tool. Okay? Are you thinking of red hammer?
Yes. That's insane. I was thinking of red hammer.
Wait. Let me ask you this. Were you questioning it? Were you going to say
No.
maybe blue hammer?
No.
You were thinking of red hammer.
I thought red hammer.
Yeah.
But how did you know that?
It's because I know how the mind works. It's a process. Everything's a process, what we put into our life. And so to a child, do they even know what a hammer is? One day they're going to know what a hammer is, and they're going to associate that hammer as it being a tool. And one of the number one tools that people use are
Hammers.
Yes, when you think of colors, when you put somebody on the spot, the first thing they do is you think of a color, their mind accesses their hard drive. What a color might it be associated? Most people will say red, blue. You never really hear purple, or orange. You might, but the first thing is because the way our brain works with colors and memory,
Wow.
the first one is going to be is.
But why
color.
37? Because I get the red hammer-ish. I mean, I'm still
It's not a
impressed by
trick.
that.
It's not a trick.
Yeah.
But it's about what the brain has been stored with, what software has been put in there, what's in our hard drive. And so when I said think of an odd number between 1 and 50, both digits are odd but not the same. you jump to an odd number, and the most frequently used odd number is the number 3.
Okay.
And so when I said both digits are odd but not the same, most people will skip the 5 and go right to the 7.
I see.
Because again, that's the way we're programmed.
Okay. Got it. How
Now, it doesn't mean if you didn't get it, you're odd or you're strange or it doesn't work for you. And all of a sudden, why did 80% of the room get it versus you? Why are you the part of the 20%? I don't know. But doesn't mean it, you really can't break it down. It's just that's the way, because we're all different. I mean, we're going into the holidays. And when you think of the holidays, we think of smells, right? Smells of fragrances, smells of food.
Gingerbread cookies.
Okay. Sounds good right now, doesn't it? With some coffee.
Yeah. Some trees.
That's like my consolation
Christmas
prize, right?
tree.
You got some? Okay.
You want some coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, with a gingerbread.
Coffee.
Yeah, miss
I don't
it,
have
yeah?
gingerbread cookies.
I'll pass.
Okay.
But your brain works that way. We access that feeling, that emotion.
Okay.
And that it's very easy to trigger that. And so when we talk about self-care, and you said, hey, I've got some challenges going on in my life. Okay, you've identified it. Let's focus on the solution, more solutions. I'm not saying we're going to fix it one day.
Okay.
But the more you
But
repeat
2 days.
a little bit more than 2. Yeah.
4.
Yeah, maybe.
5 days. A week?
Every day.
Every day. Fix it every day.
Why not?
It's a daily reprieve. You can't get clean off yesterday's shower. Is that what you're saying?
I like that. Ooh, I like that.
You like that?
Ooh.
I didn't
Ooh.
make it up.
See, I'm
I
throwing.
heard it.
Okay.
Right?
I like that.
I know. It's a
Oh.
daily reprieve. It's like what you do
Would
each.
you remind me of that later on?
You can't get clean off yesterday's shower. You can maybe go a day, fun. 2 days, you're offensive. Nobody
See?
wants to be around you.
I like
Right?
it.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. So every day I'm going to meditate for however long I want.
That's your choice.
Because it's my choice. Then I'm going to make a list. Every day I make a list.
It's up to
How
you.
long should my list be?
That's up to you.
It's up to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to not repeat limiting beliefs. I'm going to maybe say them once. And once I observe it, I'm not going to keep going around telling everyone what a procrastinator I am or that I don't feel motivated. No, that's an old story.
Right.
I don't want it to be true. So why am I saying it out loud?
Right, because think about it. When you're gone and that person walks away, what are they thinking about you? They're saying, oh, there's the procrastinator. There's the negative.
There's that negative, hot, gorgeous procrastinator.
See, I like the positive on the end of that. And
The
by the way,
sweet ass on the procrastinator.
there's about 6 shows right there. So if you're the type of person that says, okay, this kind of makes sense to me. Do we throw you off? Are you okay?
But yeah.
Yeah? So if you're the type of person listening right now and you're going, okay, I'm entertained by this conversation and I want to know more, well, then that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the purpose. Then you start to get people to think, okay, how can this help me?
Yeah.
So if you are a student or if you're a professional or you parent, guardian, whatever, and you're just kind of saying, okay, why not be a better version of me? How do I do this? Well, then you're already talking about it. You're trying to figure things out. The first thing is starting with that first conversation is investing in yourself.
Okay.
And in the app, I walk you through this whole process.
So
you
the
need to
app.
think about it. I literally make it so simple. It's not this rocket science. I just want to be able to give you enough information every single day. Okay, here's what I'm asking. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes a day for you.
Ooh, I can do that.
All right.
Just 5 or 10 minutes.
But
a
do you
day.
put it on your calendar?
I'll put it on my list.
Right. But what?
Put
it's
it on
funny,
my calendar.
is your phone? I bet you have you showed up here at 2:00, right?
Yeah.
Because it was on your calendar.
Yes, calendar.
Right. Like when you started your day, you're like, what do I got going on? Oh,
Put it
Ricky's
on my
coming.
calendar.
Yay! All right, great. But you knew you were going to show up,
Yes.
right? So if you were showing up for me
Uh-huh.
in this, do you show up for yourself?
Right.
So why not? When we're done recording.
Put it on my calendar.
Yeah.
Now, see, like I do yoga most mornings. So could that be considered my hour of self-care? And in
Why
that
not?
yoga, could I affirm and visualize and do all of that in my
Why not?
class?
Why not?
Why not?
Right. Why not? And by the way, you can You don't have to spend an hour on it. Let's say at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going, I'm a little stressed out. I got a lot of stuff going on. You know, I got some confusion. I got some clutter going on.
Yeah.
How do you clear the clutter?
Yeah.
Sit and be present.
But was there a point in your life, though, because I feel like we didn't, the cameras got cut off or something when we were talking about what led you to become fascinated or to study mindset and the power of your thoughts?
What started out as being a comedy show, me doing the hypnosis show, and I still do it to this day around the world, it became the catalyst because what I didn't realize at first, this wasn't just about entertainment.
Right.
Because the entertainment not only brought on laughter and memorable experiences that people talk about, but it also created this conversation of, well, that's not what I thought it was. Because I thought hypnosis was being controlled, or people are asking questions about, well, where's the swinging watch? And, you know, I don't want to get you to get in my head. And all you did was ask people to close their eyes and breathe. And all of a sudden, 2 minutes later, they're doing some pretty funny things on stage. Why did they do those things? And so when you start having that deeper conversation, that intrigued me. You're going, okay, how do I get this information out there? So how do I become a content provider? And developing more information to really educate people on what this is, but give them tools and techniques to make them feel like they're more equipped to handle stress and life in a different way. Because when you watch the show and you're so fascinated because your best friend is on stage thinking they're a rock star at a concert in front of 50,000 fans when it's just, you know, the audience of a comedy show. I'm like, well, how did that happen? And I mean, Laura, I was fascinated by that. That blows me away. That happened, and I'm sitting there or standing watching this like the audience is going, oh, this is cool.
Speaking of blow, I have to blow my nose again.
I'm so glad you finished that statement.
I'll be right back. Just sit tight. Thank you.
Here's my takeaway. How often do you think the average person spends on our devices for mere distraction? The average person.
A lot. A lot of time.
The average, sometimes between an hour and a half a day.
I was going to say like 5 hours a day.
Yeah, that's an average. And there are people that will spend a lot more, like 5 hours.
I would never.
No,
I would
not
never.
you.
No. I would not spend that much time on my phone.
Yeah, nobody does.
I would not do that.
No.
Because I'm
I believe you.
enlightened.
Yes.
I would not do that.
Never do that.
No, I would not.
And why do we do it? We do it for a distraction.
What?
Yes, I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I was just giving you a great example.
Okay. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah, pick it up, put it down. So if we give all these devices our attention for a distraction, all I'm asking for you and the listeners and watchers, give yourself 5 minutes. 5 minutes to stop the phone. Just put it away.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get that twitch. I saw it. I saw that nervous twitch. See, it's closer to me than it's closer to you. I'm gonna have a better relationship with your phone.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, all right, all kidding aside, if you're watching right now, give yourself time, push this phone away, don't use it as a distraction, become more mindful.
But finish this episode.
Yes.
If you're watching.
Because we want to wake you up from the hypnotic state. Wouldn't it be funny if like it cut right when I put somebody under, and then they didn't wake back up?
I'm just saying,
it's like the power went out, Chris is changing batteries, and meanwhile you're hypnotized.
I'm just saying, like, put your phone away.
Right.
Ricky's right. This is your mental health. But like and subscribe to my channel. Finish this video. Leave a comment. Then put your phone away for your mental health. Also, make sure to subscribe to all my other social media and Ricky Kalman's. Then put your phone away and don't go on your phone.
Wait,
First, watch our content, though. Watch our content.
What's the name of the app?
Ricky Kalman.
That's right. Go to your app store, search the title, Ricky Kalman.
Then
download
use his app.
Yes.
Download it.
But only 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes, then put your phone away. This is your mental health, and we care about your mental health. But then use this app again.
Yes, for 5 minutes.
Okay, and unlock some of the special features. Then put your phone away for your mental health.
I love you.
Then,
But honestly, all kidding aside, everything in the app is no more. I think the longest program is 15 minutes.
yeah.
Because nobody wants to spend unless they're watching your show.
Yeah.
And after they subscribe.
Yeah.
And after they go to my site.
Do I have an
and your
eyelash
site.
under here?
You look fabulous.
Okay.
Nobody should be spending that much time except watching your show.
Except watching my show
Yeah. And subscribing.
and using Ricky's app.
Yeah.
Nobody should be on their phone unless they're watching us. All right? We care about
Yeah.
your mental health.
Exactly. So 5 minutes a day.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Because I also don't think the phone should be totally demonized. Like, because your app is helping us, you know?
But you shouldn't.
It's
okay,
just
so there's a lot of
creating
content.
a time limit.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because I have no problem with social media
No,
or
so long as you're
platforms.
watching our stuff.
Right. But if you're watching it for more than 5, well, except for your stuff, it can be very distracting and disturbing. If you're literally there for hours. Exactly.
You think I'm disturbing?
No,
I'm
I didn't say it at all. You
people?
picked up something I did not put down. Yeah. It's hard to recover from that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
We're all gonna die.
see, this is why I could never hypnotize you on camera.
Really?
Yeah, because you would just make me crack up. You want to do it off camera? That's fine. I'll show
Wait.
you some cool stuff.
So, well, okay, all right.
Off camera.
What about Chris? Could you do him on? Come on, Chris.
He's at work.
Chris, just 5 minutes?
Yeah, but he's at work. His mind is not going to relax.
Oh, I see. So maybe,
You know what I'm saying?
after
Yeah.
we're done?
Yeah, why not?
That's cool. Like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, listen, if you're at your place of work or this is your most important.
I could, but I'm a freak. So I could. Like,
I'm just, where do you want to go with that?
I just don't care like that there's cameras here. Like I do,
No.
but I would be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd be able to be hypnotized on camera. Like I'm able to, you know?
Yeah.
You know? But we don't have to.
More than happy to do it off camera.
Okay, love that.
Because really, at the end of the day, it doesn't benefit me, it benefits you.
Absolutely.
So if you want the greatest benefit, then your mind needs to be shut off from everything else going on.
I love that. What else? Where could everyone find you?
Online.
For 5 minutes a day.
Exactly. Well, the book is available on Amazon.
Yes.
Leverage Your Mindset, or like I said, go to your app store, Google or Android, download Ricky Kelman, the app, and start leveraging your mindset every single day. Change the way you think, you change your world. And that world between your ears is the most powerful world. And of course, you can go to the site, follow me on social media after you click yours. Yours is first.
Mine's first.
Yes.
Then you can look at Ricky.
And then go back to you.
Wow. But that's really cool. I'm really excited to read your book. Oh, here's what I'm going to do. One thing that I love to do. So, you know what I love to do?
Please tell me.
I love to take a book, and do you guys ever do this? And just like flip to a random page and then close your eyes and flip to a random paragraph, and you're like, this is the paragraph that I was meant to read today. Have you ever done that?
Please.
This is the stuff I get excited about since I don't do drugs anymore.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
No,
like
I'm with you.
Yeah, I like, it's like I'm a 30-something, and like this is the shit. We get excited about like books and like indoor plants and grocery shopping. That's exciting. Okay, ready? So I'm gonna flip to a page, any page.
And this is going to be your mantra?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and this is the
Okay.
thing I was meant to hear
I
today.
just hope it's on a blank page. Because that would suck.
Okay, ready?
That would be a really
okay,
bad
so
mantra.
So I just flipped it.
Oh, it almost was.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my paragraph. Ready?
Yeah, do not read while driving a car. No.
Today you start getting serious about integrating your awareness app into your routine.
This is pretty weird.
At multiple points during the day, we're going to focus on repetition as we repeatedly stamp positive, reaffirming beliefs in our mind. Those thoughts become dominant. They overrule the doubts and fears that formerly sculpted our life. Repetition is the key to making those positive thoughts become automatic ones. This is exactly what constructive thoughts have the power to deliver. Oh, yeah! I
Wait,
love that.
did it say red hammer?
I love that. Did it say red hammer?
That would have been really cool.
No, but I
That would have been really cool.
I genuinely love that.
Thanks.
That bit.
No,
that
I love
was,
what I do. All kidding aside, I really love what I
That
do.
was awesome. And so simple. I want to
doesn't have to be
reread it,
rocket
but I can't
science.
find it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's so cool. Wow, get his book, Leverage Your Mindset. This was so awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thanks for
Is
having
there
me.
anything else you want to say?
Thanks for making a difference.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you have developed a platform, you're entertaining, but you also have a voice. And you want that voice to make a difference in people.
Who? Me? Sorry.
That was the perfect outtake.
Okay.
I loved it. It was like smartless goodbye. Bye. Yeah, that was perfect.
Okay. But sorry, keep going. Keep
No,
going.
that was
Don't
it.
stop.
I'm
No,
done.
please don't stop.
No, that was really good.
That was it?
That was really good. I loved it.
Okay.
No, you were very genuine.
Keep.
I liked it.
Keep going.
Good cheerleader. Motivating, creative, platform, imaginative, thinking outside. In fact, you're not even making a different box, you're making a better box.
Wow.
I'll just follow you around all day long.
Whoa.
I'll be your little voice.
Whoa.
Tap you on the shoulder.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Get his app, get his book. I'll link it in the comments below. And if you're watching on Spotify, you can get it. I'll link it there too. Okay, let's leverage our mindsets, y'all. Okay, we're doing it. We did it. Yay!
You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.